2025 was a horrible year for rap. Well, not rap in general, as we did get Let God Sort 'Em Out, Alfredo 2, God Does Like Ugly, and other amazing projects, but mainly mainstream rap. Drake and Party Next Door dropped a terrifyingly boring album. Travis Scott didn't deliver with his new project, 21 Savage dropped some pretty mediocre work, and Lil Wayne genuinely just dropped some bullshit. But somehow the tides have changed. We are only about 4 months into this year and the mainstream rap scene has been insane already. So let's take a look at some of these projects, go over why they're good, their best and worst songs, rate them, and talk about 2026, the return of rap. The Fall Off. Why not just start off with the album that I think is undeniably the best to drop this year? The Fall Off is J. Cole's latest and reportedly his last project. He said that it has all in all taken him 10 years to create this, and it was hyped and marketed as being his magnum opus. And let me tell you, it definitely was. I haven't listened to everything he has dropped, but this beats his other albums people say are his best, like For Your Eyes Only, by a long shot for me. It's 24 songs of pure quality, and I was shocked on first listen by just how many songs I ended up saving onto my playlist. My least favorite song here has to be Run a Train. I just don't connect with that feature from Future, like, at all. Other than that, it's a pretty good song, but I don't come back to it. For the best song though, there are just so many to choose from, but I gotta go 39 Intro. This song is literally my favorite J. Cole song I've ever heard, and I don't think anything is ever gonna top this. The intro is so beautiful and it's calming to listen to. The part where the guitar and drums come in the middle of it all is such a good contrast and sounds so clean. Then we get to the drop that comes out of nowhere and got me jumping out of my seat the first time I heard it. With this, we got one of his best verses ever with insane flow and some awesome bars like "This tongue can set fire to some, inspire the young, or put a hickey on the titty of the prettiest bitch." I love that bar, it's so funny and it flows so well. There are other 10 out of 10 songs here like I Love Her Again and The Fall Off is Inevitable with insane storytelling, Safety with the nastiest beat ever, or Lonely at the Top, which is such a slept on track, but I think it's honestly my second most listened off of the album. I'm done yapping now, but this album is insane. I'm feeling a light 9 on this one. Casino. Baby Keem finally dropped a new album, and even though it's pretty short, only coming in at 37 minutes, I'm not disappointed in the slightest. I really like his style on here. He really dives into so many different genres and ways of rapping, and I love that he found more of his own sound on here, swaying more away from being another Kendrick. Speaking of Kendrick, some people don't like his features on this album, but I love them, both of them, especially Good Flirts. That song is just such a vibe, and you can tell Kendrick is just having so much fun. Best song for me has to be either Casino or I Am Not a Lyricist. Casino because, well, listen to it. That beat is infectious, reminding me a lot of Family Ties actually. And Baby Keem just shows that he is not messing around with his rapping abilities. I Am Not a Lyricist, however, is more of a calm song that ironically shows how good of a lyricist Keem is. I mean, this is undoubtedly his best written song. It almost felt like I was listening to Andre 3K talking. I am not a lyricist, couldn't move mountains so I aim for the pyramids, speaking from experience. Worst song on here is Sex Appeal. It's probably the only song that I outright don't really enjoy off of the album. I don't like his weird flow on it, and the hook and Keem's voice is kinda annoying. Too much sex appeal. Yeah, I'ma skip on that one. But overall, for the entire album, I'm feeling a strong 7 to a light 8. Don't Be Dumb. I can't believe that A$AP Rocky actually dropped this album. We've waited for so long, but was it worth the wait? Honestly, I don't know. It's an amazing project, but it's just hard to live up to the expectations after an album that has been delayed for such a long time. It's kind of the same thing that happened with I Am Music by Playboi Carti. The difference here is just that, you know, Don't Be Dumb was actually good. I really feel like Testing was a good project to come before Don't Be Dumb, because as the name suggests, Rocky tested the waters and tried a new style with his music. He then took that, experimented even more, and made it work so well on Don't Be Dumb. We got songs like Helicopter and Order of Protection that do sound like the normal, heartbeat sounding Rocky that we're used to. We got Stay Here for Life, which is definitely my favorite song off of the album, with an amazing hook from Brent Faiyaz, amazing flow and rapping from Rocky, and just a generally awesome summer song vibe that makes you feel good instantly. Another amazing song is Don't Be Dumb / Trip Baby. The first part of this song is genuinely one of the most majestic beats I've ever heard. Like, holy shit. The second part of the song doesn't directly ruin it, cause it's still good, but I kinda wish the first part was its own song, as it's just so insane. For some more experimental sounding songs, we got Shut the Fuck Up, which sounds very chaotic on first listen, but I honestly like it, as the more you listen to it, I feel like it starts making more and more sense. We also got Air Force, which is just Pop Out by Playboi Carti, but with less distortion. For the worst song, I think I'll have to go with Fish and Steak. I don't know if it's cheap to go with kind of a bonus song, but I just don't really care about this one. I was hyped to see a Tyler feature, but I really didn't think he delivered on here, to be honest. If I had to pick a song that wasn't one of the bonus ones, I'd probably go with Robbery. I like Doechii and I think her parts are pretty funny, but again, it's just not a song that I'd ever really come back to and not one that I care about at all. So it's not bad, but it's not all that. For the overall album, I'm feeling a light to decent 7. Bully. Okay, hear me out. I know this album isn't perfect and I know it isn't Kanye's magnum opus comeback story like we all wanted, but in terms of what we were about to get, looking at the vinyl releases, the streaming version where Kanye actually locked in is incredible. I've made a full video on Bully, so I won't go too in depth, but I'm happy we got a non-AI Kanye actually singing and rapping with some amazing guest appearances and some amazing beats. My favorite is 100% All the Love, and my least favorite is either Damn, Circles or Last Breath. You can take your pick. With Bully being an actually decent project and Kanye locking in with these shows and apologizing and making amends to everyone, I have a hard time believing that he is done. I think my GOAT still has it in him. I'm feeling a please update the album and take all the AI off and fix some of the mixing and also add some extra verses, and it could be like a decent 8. And that was all of the albums I wanted to talk about today. I'm super hyped to see what 2026 has coming up for us, with Iceman dropping and maybe a potential Kendrick album and even more. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to comment your opinions on these albums down below. And with that, I hope you all have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. And bye.